Hello, dear viewer. Welcome to another episode on Reality Core TV. My name is Aliko Deborah JB, and today I'm going to be talking about a very important topic titled Tackling the Fear of the Future. This topic is very important because fear is not a solution to anything. It doesn't improve anything. So it is something that should be attacked. It is something that should be really fought or eliminated, so that a better kind of spirit can engulf you and help you to do better things the way it should be done. So there are various ways to tackle the fear of the future, but I'll just be talking about 5 major ways to tackle the fear of the future. Number 1 is living a day at a time. Each day just doing your responsibility and just taking it bit by bit, like not really, thinking so much forward. It's good to think forward, but not in a way to worry. So just, taking a day at a time, doing your duty, and being more process focused than outcome focused. That will really bring so much peace and help you to even move in a more productive way than when you're having so much clogged in your mind. Now the second one is writing your fears down, and now writing a verse from God's word. I can recommend it anytime. It really helps. It helps to attack that particular fear that you're feeling. If, for instance, if you're thinking that, okay, how are you going to finish a very cumbersome task, and maybe you're really scared of a deadline and you're really trying your best, but it's looking like it's so weighty, and so you can write that down, and then also write a verse from God's word, like that part that says, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. And so that will go a long way to motivate you as you continue your work. And another one is, for instance, that one that talks about maybe you're feeling like there is no way forward on what you're doing, and you're looking at, how will I move on this thing? You can remind yourself with that verse that says that I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. When you're feeling like you don't know where to go, or everywhere is looking like clumsy and you really don't know the direction to face, you can actually do that. Use that verse that says, I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Now the third point is to speak positivity and hope, even when it doesn't seem like it. So instead of saying things like maybe because of a particular challenge or situation, and saying I'm finished, or these negative words, you can just say, this is not the end of me. And instead of saying something like there is no hope, you can just say it is going to get better. And that will bring a kind of light to your soul, and help you to see things in a better perspective. So now the next one is pray. Now the next tip I will give is the aspect of praying. It's a very good solution because it gives you a sense of belonging, that you have an owner, which is God, that is really interested in all that concerns you, and that his thoughts towards you are good, and that he is going to help you find clarity in your moments of confusion. So that really gives a lot of peace, having to talk to someone that has much more power than you have, that that someone that is beyond every limitation. It goes a long way to give you comfort and helps you to see things in a clearer perspective. The peace is one that passes all understanding, and if you really want to make headway in the aspect of having to live life without entangling yourself with worries and anxiety, that is one way to really do it. It's one thing I will really recommend. It works a lot. And then the last tip I'll give is explore. Explore in the sense that if there is any positive venture or solution that you feel you can try and that you feel that you are led to do, you should not hesitate to do it, as long as it's something that is valuable, positive, and something that can actually move what you have in mind forward in one way or the other. It could be learning maybe a particular skill, or learning something that you feel is really in tune with what you really desire for your life. And it could be meeting people that are in that field, or that have done that kind of thing before. So those are things that you can explore. So it's not just like maybe just praying or affirming good things or positive talk. You also have to try to take some positive steps as you're going to be led by God, and also as you sometimes you can just have a suggestion come to your mind, or something good that you have seen, and that you know that, okay, this is the work part, this is something that is really going to be helpful. So don't hesitate to explore as you find them coming handy to your mind. And so that is the last tip for that. So with all these 5 tips I mentioned, living a day at a time, like doing your responsibility a day at a time, writing your fears down, and then putting a verse from God's word by the side of it to attack it, and then speaking positive words, and hoping for the best, even when it doesn't seem like it. Like writing positive words, affirmations, or maybe something positive that somebody has even told you that really lifted your spirit. You can write such things. And I also talked about praying and also exploring. So with these 5 tips, if you really practice them very well with an open mind, I can assure you that you will be able to move in life without getting entangled with unnecessary fears about the future and unnecessary anxieties that can kill and dampen your health or your motivation. So thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you next time on another episode on this same channel. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.